the fastest way for me to fall in love with a book is for me to fall in love with the characters in the book. Because you can tell me the tropes in the books, you can tell me the setting, the plot, but none of that actually tells me if I'm going to enjoy reading the book. What makes me really enjoy reading a book is if I enjoy hanging out with the characters. Like if these are characters with rich interior lives, if these are characters who, like in real life, I would love to just go to coffee and chat with them, I'm going to love that book. So in that vein, I am going to be introducing you to the protagonists of my book series, the Gwambi Tetralogy. My Father's Land, My Father's Ghost, My Father's God, out now, and then upcoming My Father's Will. So previously I've introduced you to Ella Pickering, my main protagonist, to Ernest, and now I'd like to introduce you to my other heroine, Haeli Blysffi. Haeli was such a fun character to write and to get to know. Haeli is one of these characters that I really felt like I was getting to know her as I wrote her. So she's probably the most physically capable of any of the protagonists in this book. She can fight, she can shoot, she can ride, and that's because she's grown up in this very lawless, kind of Wild West area, where her dad runs a trading fort, trading with the indigenous tribes. In this world, the indigenous peoples have a monopoly on hide processing, and so they trade their hides for manufactured goods, and Haeli and her family's involved in that trade. They work for the Beacon Keeping Company, which is this major international corporation that owns a lot of real estate in the New World, and they trade with the indigenous people for hides. So Haeli's used to being just a capable person who can run things herself. She can barter with the indigenous people. She knows the language. She's like the classic oldest sister sort of a character. And not only is she just physically very capable and emotionally very capable, but she also has a very rich faith tradition. She's part of the Rectificationist Church, which in this world, the Rectificationists are kind of like a mashup between the Diggers of Civil War English history with Black liberation theology. So, despite being just a really capable character, though, Haeli experiences early on in the book series a really tragic event, and she realizes her faith does not have the answers that she wants to have for this event. And so Haeli has to wrestle with the fact of things being beyond her control, and the question that she has to answer is this problem she is having a problem with herself? Is she not big enough for this tragedy? Or is her faith not big enough to cover this tragedy? So that's Haeli. She was a lot of fun to write, and I think you're really going to enjoy reading about Haeli and the Gwambi Tetralogy. And stay tuned for my fourth and final protagonist, Clarence Blythe.